What's up, my sexy people? We have another 2v2 map on Scorch... I don't know what this map's called. Where I am the purple Zerg, Wabit, and my partner is the teal Protoss, TheSpizz, and DumaMay is the blue Protoss, and PCwer, I guess, PCwer is the red Terran. So we have a Protoss Zerg versus a Protoss Terran. This matchup and TVT, or not TVT, Double Terran is the matchup we struggle with the most. So we're trying different strategies, and we're going to see how they work. So in this game, I'm probably going to fast expand. The only time I really don't fast expand is when they have a Zerg on the team, because if the Zerg does a 10 pool, then pretty much nullifies my fast expand, and we're actually set a bit far behind. So I'm placing my overlords right here and right here to possibly get some scouting info. And we're just doing some pretty basic, standard, beginning game stuff. So is he walled already? Oh, 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 kill it, kill it! Ah, so gay, so gay. Alright, so it looks like blue's going to try to annoy me for a little while. So I wanted to fast expand, but I really couldn't. So I threw down a pool. Nice, and he throws down a pylon. Alright, so I'll be able to kill those probe. No problem. In case you don't know, TheSpizz and I are a Masters team. I think we are currently ranked number 7, last time I checked, in our league. So we are playing against Masters teams, and we are ourselves a Masters team. Alright, so now I have enough, almost, to fast expand. And let's see, we got cyber. Yeah, so pretty standard stuff coming from TheSpizz. Getting his gas about halfway through the cyber core. Cool, so he's going for very, very standard stuff. And it looks like blue's going for standard stuff as well. I believe we saw that, Rax. Did we? Yeah. So we saw this Rax come up. So I'm expecting a little bit of pressure. So I think when this thing hatches, or when this thing's created, I'm going to make some Zerglings for quite a bit, just to make sure we can withhold the pressure. So we see he only has one gas, so we're actually thinking he's going to 4-gate. And with this 2 Rax timing, we're thinking they're both going to attack us at the same time. But his 4 gates are up, and he's got like a ton of Marines. This is actually a subtle kind of note, but notice that TheSpizz didn't wall. I mean, you don't need to wall. I mean, with Protoss, you maybe need to wall against Zerg in 2v2s. Even then, sometimes you don't really need to wall, especially if you're sharing a base. The wall is really, like, when I mean wall, I mean, like, create a choke. But I will get back to that in a sec, because red is going to try to bunker rush me. I don't know what he's thinking. And that is the worst position ever for a bunker, because check this out. Yeah, this is a Masters team. So I don't know exactly what they're thinking. Like, TheSpizz already has Stalkers out. I honestly have no idea what they're doing here. So they lost a whole ton of resources, and we are just fine. So that was stupid. And blue's retreating. Yeah, I really think red should have waited and maybe built his bunker right here or something. Not right here. That was terrible. Alright, anyways, you don't need to wall or create a choke, whatever. Especially against Terran or Protoss or any combination of the two. Because you're not going to be getting floods of units into your base. Like, really the only reason why you create a choke is against Zerg, and that's because you don't want millions of lings just running right in. So if you create a choke, it usually ends up killing you in the game, because if you're in your base and you need to help your opponent, you have to then funnel your units out one by one instead of like a whole mass of units out, and it's really not that great. Not an efficient way to move around. Alright, so Immortal. So it looks like he's doing the same sort of thing, maybe? Getting charged zealots with, well, I don't know, he's got a lot of stalkers, so he's definitely getting charged zealots, that's for sure. And I definitely agree with that. And I see 2 tech labs, but nothing right here. So if these are factories, then we can expect either blue flame aliens or tanks. If they're starports, I'm effed. And if they are barracks, then, well, it's no big deal. So the TheSpizz is going to check it out. So the strategy we're going to try this game is the TheSpizz is going to try to take complete ground dominance while I take complete air dominance. Sometimes this doesn't work. Sometimes it's really, really hard to establish a ground dominance because it's really, really easy to get a lot of ground units. It's much easier to establish air dominance because, I mean, air units are generally more expensive. So that's what we're going to try out. Now, did we see them move out? I think we did not see them move out. Yeah, we actually did not see them move out at all. So this is what I was talking about. If you guys saw my last replay, we talked about leaving my Zerglings up here and leaving them down here so my Zerglings wouldn't be caught in this choke right here. So what we're going to do is, well, I have my Zerglings out here just in case they attack us without us knowing. So his army can be inside here. My army can be on the other side, and we can flank them and get some great positioning on them. So that's from the last replay I did. So we definitely see them now. And let's see, what are we going to do? I should have had my Zerglings a little bit closer. But he... Okay. See this right here? He just force fielded all the zealots, except for this one, outside of his army. These zealots cannot touch his army unless they run around here, which is, that will never happen. So this is both good and bad. It's terrible for me because I've got tons of lings right here, and these are all just going to just melt away. These lings will put up a fight, but it's amazing for the TheSpizz. And you know what? That's worth it because Zerglings are nothing. I mean, they're worth 50 minerals for 2. So how much do I have here? 16, 17. Yes, that's not very many resources. However, he's got a lot of resources just in this army right here. So if he can save his army and sacrifice mine, we're coming out way on top. So all these guys, look at all these guys, if we can see, Marines are attacking all my lings. Zealots, of course, they're attacking my lings except for that guy. And the Stalkers are just attacking his army. So by doing this, these force fields, he has gotten everyone to attack my lings except for these 2 Stalkers. So I'm going to go ahead and do normal. I'm going to see how this holds out. So I don't want to obviously be attacking the ling or the Zealots. I want to attack the Marines. These Marines are really good against Immortals. And so he just keeps renewing those force fields. He's got some Stalkers out there. I'm, what's the word? Reinforcing. There we go. And yeah, so we've just melted their army away. I've only made lings at this point, and he lost 1 Immortal. I think he lost a Stalker. Probably lost a Sentry or 2 and some Zealots. They lost a whole ton of stuff. So I'll go back and go faster now. So what? Oh, what? Oh, okay, yeah. They built that. So we'll see that in just a sec. I go out and scout, and oh yeah, I see that. Okay. So now I'm getting a 3rd base down here. Let's see what's the TheSpizz getting. Ooh, they're getting Storm, and we're getting Colossi. All right. So like I said before, we were trying this strategy of going for ground dominance and air dominance. So I should, yep, I've got my spire up. Got lots of gas going. Yeah, so 40. Oh, hey, I'm saturated there. Take away those 3 and that. I'm not quite saturated here yet, but maybe I should take a few drones over there. Move them around. Getting burrow. Very good, very good. So these High Templar are going to be kind of scary because they're great against Mulisks and they're great against Zerglings. I mean, even though it's really, really easy to get out of them, they still do like a lot of damage, and they obviously do AoE. So it'll be really, really efficient against my army. However, getting Colossi, so I don't actually really know how good High Templar are versus like a Protoss army, just because, well, I don't play Protoss. I mean, I know Storms are really good against lots of units, so they're pretty much good against any PvZ situation. Alright, so got some Mutalisks out. I was thinking about attacking this, but then I saw all the Marines that were associated with those dropships, so I decided that's probably not a good idea. Droning up pretty heavily. Now what I should be doing is we should be attacking this right now. What I shouldn't be doing is sending out these drones. I just made like 10 drones. Yeah. Made a lot of drones, and I'm setting them all over here. Can they see that? No, he can't actually see those drones going.
Ready to blunder.
But now he sees them, so he can obviously assume that my base is down here. And this sucks. So I lose my queen, throw out all my units, hoping that he would use a scan to at least kill him, because there's no way all my drones are going to get out there. So, now we're attacking it when we should have attacked it a lot earlier. And he's loaded up all his stuff. That was a great attack by Red. Oh. Oh, now it just turned off. Oh. Oh my gosh. So close. Oh man. Now it obviously turned terrible for Red. So what turned into a great attack just got melted away. And meanwhile, I've been attacking Red, I think. Maybe? Yes, I have. I have been attacking him this whole time with Mulisks. That will go down. Luckily, he's got way more supply depots than supply that he actually needs. And it looks like they're about to push out right now. So, I need to have my Zerglings in a different spot. But we see it. We see it, yes. And I move my Lings down. There we go, just kind of running them away. Lots of few Lings, but it's totally worth it. Alright. Now we're going to have it normal. What do we see? I see all these High Templar right here, like alone. I know that their army is right here because I could see a Stalker there, and I know he's got Marines there too. So, holy crap, that is 6 High Templar right in the back. So, now let's review everyone. Red has obviously no army here. Right now, it's basically these Vikings and blue versus all these guys. If I can just destroy all these guys right here with just my Zerglings, he should be able to take this out, or at least lose all of his Colossi to the Vikings, at the very least. I should say at the very worst. And I've got them all surrounded. And he just used a bunch of storms on me, so all my guys are going to be eaten up. However, all of his Stalkers, notice that all my Lings were back here, and all these guys are attacking my Lings. So that means all of his Stalkers can freely attack all these Vikings. During this, yes, I am attacking his base, and I am keeping the pressure on. So he's probably going to kill all of his Colossi. And all those Zealots melt away. So he's got all but one Colossi left. And red is still losing a whole ton of crap. How many things does he have? He has 34. This is not too much. I'll go ahead and go back to faster now. But he's lost a lot of stuff. Not as much as blue. Alright, so I see he's got, holy cow, 5 mules. I really need to attack that. Alright, so we're coming in for the game-ending push. Because we just melted away their entire army. So, go ahead and go normal. Now, I am going to go and just attack his mineral line. I know he's got Marines right here chilling. And we're about ready to engage here. But I think I asked him to wait because I had infestors coming. Not 100% sure. Alright, so I'm going to go and... Holy cow, so many mules. And they just leave. So I'm not quite sure why they just left right there. But... Red had nothing? He must have been feeding blue. Yeah, I'm gonna say he was feeding blue. That's awesome. I was about to kill all of his mules, pretty much all of his income. And then I could have easily just flown down here, kill all these. And meanwhile, all we had to do is just run into their base and we would have just destroyed them. So yeah, hope you enjoyed watching this game. Hope you learned something about 2v2s. Wow, I actually never got this base established. Yep, so yeah, thanks for watching.